Okay, my name is Naomi Mohanda. Mzazi wa shule hii. I thank the administration for giving us this opportunity to be in this meeting. We have learned a lot through the facilitator about CBC. A lot we have been given an eye-opener. A lot have been said. The implementation of CBC, which is going to be gradual. And so it is up to us parents. We cooperate. We do what is needed of us, everything that is required of us, to put more effort so that our children will be molded according to this program, all this CBC. It should be embraced. Parents should embrace this thing because it's here to stay. It is here to educate our children. Our children are going to various levels because of this CBC. They are going to be taken from one level to another. Yeah. Some of the things, the highlights that we have got from the meeting is that these things are readily available. We are going to improvise them from home. It is not a matter of going back to our pockets and digging deep to go and buy those things. They are readily available in our localities.
I'm Collins Odhiambo, the head teacher at Roots Academy. So today we had our grade 1 and grade 2 parents CBC empowerment session. We've done a lot of training to our teachers, and we also thought it wise to bring parents on board so that we can enlighten them on CBC, because a big number of parents outside there are getting a lot of challenges. There are a lot of stereotypes of CBC being very expensive. So we wanted to show them that this is the best curriculum for their children. It is not as expensive as people say. We wanted to give them the options that are there. That when an item is asked for by a teacher, you don't have necessarily to buy the item. In fact, we don't want them to put that notion in the head of the pupils that the solution to every problem is money and buying items. So we want them to, in most cases, improvise. Unless there's no that option of improvising, that is when they can go for the option of buying the item. We also wanted to enlighten them on the transition classes that are there. That is from grade 3 to grade 4, then from grade 6 to junior secondary school. Yes. One of the misconceptions that was there is that CBC is expensive, because to them, any item that is asked for, they want to buy. You ask for a bottle, they want to go to the supermarket and get the bottle, buy the bottle. So they're perceiving CBC to be very expensive, which is not the case. Number 2 is maybe a mentality thing, that any extension work that is given by the teachers, for the parents to be convinced that learning was really taking place in school, there must be evidence that that child was writing, and the assignments that are being given, it must involve writing. So telling them that CBC is not all about writing. It's about what the child learned in school, and not necessarily what the child wrote when the child was in school. It's not a one-time event. We've done it for grade 1, 2. Next week we are doing it for grade 3. We'll do it for grade 4, grade 5, and we also do it for our junior secondary school. And being something, that training will not end. We'll keep empowering and informing our parents on the same. I think we've changed a lot of perceptions that they had initially, and they're ready to come on board and assist us in ensuring that we deliver CBC the way it's supposed to be delivered, and all learners emerge as victors. For our primary section, we have 70 teachers for the primary section. We've taken them through training. We started our training in 2017. And every time there's an opportunity by the government for the CBC training, we normally send them. We also have our internal trainings that are conducted.
Okay, I'm Peter Kibe. I've been doing the championing of the CBC in Gilgil. Knowing very well that the vision of the CBC is engaging, empowering, and at the end of the day we have a result of an ethical citizen, and our mission, which is identifying the talent, nurturing the talent, and also be able to have the learners being successful and excellent in the talent that they'll be able to have. So that's what mainly we have been doing to the parent, and we have seen some of the parents that have learned more on the competencies that are in class, We have the CBC, we have the 7 core competencies that are being assessed, and also the progression from grade 1 to grade 2, grade 3, and also on how the assessment is being done. And I've spent most of the time in parental engagement and empowerment, which is one of the new things that we have with the CBC. We need to engage the parents so that at the end of the day we can be able to have learners who have achieved what their mission being in class. So we have the emerging trends that now, usually we used to have classes. Now we don't have classes. We have what we call grade. We have grade 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we have the junior secondary in grade 7, 8, and 9. Then the learners proceed to senior school, that is grade 10, 11, and 12. We used to have what we call topics, the subjects in 844. Now in CBC we have what we call the learning areas. We used to have something called topics. We now don't have topics, we have things we call the strands. Initially we used to have exams. Remember, the 844 has been very summative and exam oriented. But what we are having in CBC, we are having a assessment. We have formative and summative, and our assessment are balanced to be able to cater for all the learners that we have in our classes.